Hey, it's me again. It's that time. Welcome to Insights with Latrese. I appreciate you joining me. I'm so glad you're here. We're going to have good talk, good conversation tonight. Trust me. Listen, grab your girlfriend, grab your sis, grab your mama, because we're going to talk some grown women conversation. And men, let me just put a disclaimer, this isn't bash men or it's not against men or anything like this. But, it's hard in these streets being a woman. And so we need to talk about that. We need to release some of this pressure. If you saw my title in the graphics, it's the pressure of being a superwoman. And we're going to talk about this superwoman. Who is she? Have we ever met her before? Okay. That's what we're going to talk about. Listen, I need to know her. I need to meet her. If you know her, let her know I'm looking for her. But but before we get into all of that, like I said, thank you. If you're watching me or if you're just listening, I appreciate it. And I just want to make sure you're following me on all my social media platforms. So it's kind of like, if you're not following me, what's wrong with you? You know that song, I love God. Do you love God? What's wrong with you? So what's wrong with you if you're not or following me? So make sure you go to I almost said Facegram. It's been a long day, y'all. Facebook, also Instagram, Twitter. Those are places you can see me live. But then you can also listen to my podcast over and over again, because you just want to hear something soothing as you're driving into work or out of work. Hey, Daphne, Tara, what's going on? Welcome, Amy, Maggie. What's up, girl? I like the new color of hair. That was cute. Yes, do it in COVID-19. I love you, Amy. I love you, love you. And so anyway, my podcast is on Spotify, Google, and Apple. Yes. So make sure you're following me, you're staying connected with me, because we have seasons of Insights with Latrice, and then we take a break. And so you still are able to access those outlets so you can hear me, or maybe there's a topic that you're like, I need to go back and listen to that, or share that with someone, because all these episodes are purposeful. I create them with you in mind. So make sure that you're taking complete advantage of it. And if there's something that I haven't touched on that you're like, Trees, I want you to talk about this or that, DM me, let me know. I would love to. I'm all about the talk, because real talk, right, is everything, because we're living this life and we're trying to figure it out day by day. We're evolving, right? So I'm here to help you. I am there, right? Okay, let's get into it. This superwoman. First of all, let me give you a definition, because, I know superwoman as Linda Carter. Wonder Woman. I guess she's Wonder Woman. Same difference. Y'all remember that? Let me know if y'all know. Remember, I'm 47. I know y'all know Wonder Woman. And she turned around and she had these little gold things, and she had this outfit that was cute, but mama wouldn't let me wear it because my hips and booty was too big, but that's a whole nother topic. Anyway, so let's define superwoman. Hey, Michael. It said a woman. Amy remembers. Thank you, Amy. And listen, tonight, let me just tell you this. I need y'all's input. I need your conversation, because I want to hear what you have to say. Hey, Olivier. Ooh, hey, Olivier. Thank you, Daphne. You remember. I want to hear what you have to say, because maybe I'm off with this whole superwoman thing and I'm good with it, but I need that conversation piece. For those that are watching me live, those that are listening, you're just going to kind of have to listen. So what is a superwoman? I looked this up in Terrace. I love Wonder Woman. Yes. Superwoman is a woman with exceptional strength or ability, especially one who successfully manages a home, brings up children, and has a full time job. I'm just going to look at y'all for a minute on that one. Who created that definition? I'm just asking for a friend. Who created that? Okay, then there was another definition. It said, a woman who performs well in various demanding roles. That's a superwoman. I'm going to be honest, y'all. I don't even agree with that. Let me tell you the Latrese version 3.0. Here is what a superwoman is. A woman who operates in purpose, who is forever evolving to be the best version of herself. Boom, drop the mic. What you think of that one? Talk to me. What you got? What you got? That's a superwoman. But I think sometimes we allow people to define our superwoman, the superwoman that's within us. Okay? Because think about it. Why do we feel bad as women? Yolanda said, boom, drop the mic. Hey, yo. Tara said, now that's the definition. Come on, y'all. Come on, give me some support. Why do we feel bad when we're not everything to everybody? Why? What is that? And yes, Amy, this started when we were little playing with those dolls. See, the boys were out throwing each other across the couch, hitting each other upside the head. We were doing this seed that was planted. The first definition, a woman with exceptional strength of ability, especially one who successfully managed, blah, 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 blah. That started when we were little and we were playing dolls and we were creating that energy then. Nothing wrong with being all woman, because I'm all woman. Listen, ask Kabuya. However, that extra pressure, because this is what that definition, to me, this is what it said. That we cook, we clean, we work 42 hours on a job, we run for mayor, we're a sex machine, and doing all of that, we're trying to be sexy. So we still got to wear heels as we are an Uber driver, right? As we are a referee. And then, oh yeah, don't forget, through all of that, listen. Hey, Takesha. Hey, friend. Through all that, do a cartwheel. How about that? So you got all that stuff going on. That is really what that first definition was. Again, my definition, a woman who operates in purpose, who is forever evolving to be the best version of herself. That goes back to, Proverbs 31 woman. Hey, Miss Nora. Thank you. Thank you. Proverbs 31 woman. Let me just go ahead and break her down to you because I love her. She's my people. Hey, Addie. She's my people. Like we cool. We are very cool. Let me help you with that. But listen, all that stuff she did, and she did a lot. I mean, I can pull up Proverbs 31 right now and just this and that. She had her own business. I think she sold a little bit. She made sure her man was right. Blah, 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 blah. But one thing no one ever talks about, she had servants. She had what? Say it. I didn't hear you. Oh, help? Oh, okay. Okay. I could do all that too if I had help. So, but we put that pressure. My point is, we put all that pressure to be Proverbs 31. And yes, let's do it, right? But let's put it into context. You know what I'm saying? And so we compete with each other, right? Or if Tara is doing something as a mother or a wife, I'm feeling some type of way because I'm like, oh my God, I need to do that. Where do we get that? That's society. Do you know what I mean? That's that undue pressure that we don't have to have. I know for me, and I'm just going to be honest, and I go very transparent, maybe a little too much, but I remember being that person. I remember thinking I had to be everything to Olivier Chakaya Kabuye, the sexy man of my life. Okay. I felt like I had to be everything to them 5 people called my kids. I felt like I had to be everything to Daphne and then to Tara and then to Tiffany. I felt like I had to be everything. Plus, I had to do everything in the ministry. Then I had to do, work this job. Just right to the point I completely lost myself. I'm telling you, people, thank you, Miss Nora. People will suck the life out of you. That's why you have to be your own advocate. I'm telling you, nothing is wrong with boundaries. See, we get boundaries and walls mixed up. A boundary protects you. A boundary lets you know that it is okay to say no. No is a complete sentence. What? Listen, let me tell you, that no, try me with it now. But back then, I didn't think I could do that. Hold on. I think today's version of Proverbs 31 lines up to your definition. A Proverbs 31 woman walks in purpose and is consistently evolving. She is fulfilling, knowing she is in purpose. Absolutely. Now, did you make that up, or is that a version of the Bible, Tara? But absolutely. Um, Definitely. So I'm sorry, I was not the nicest person. It changed who I was. Okay, so my name Latrese means joyful. And anyone that knows me any length of time, I'm always joyful. I'm always happy. Listen, but I had became mean, I had became bitter, I had became resentful because I took the pressures of what I felt everybody needed me to be, and I was not my own advocate. So, like my husband, he's African, so he loves all these huge gatherings, and I have to cook all this food. And of course, everyone's like, "Oh, everything's so great. You're such a great hostess." But I wasn't enjoying. I was just kind of going through the motions, right? Um, this is what I have learned in my study and meditation on Proverbs 31. Yep. And so I was just going through the motions. The kids needed me, and I needed to do this. I need to be Uber driver, and I need to be Girl Scout mom, and I had to be on every committee at school. Where was my time? Where was Teresa's time? I really became bitter and mean. I was very resentful. I'm not going to lie. You can ask them. I was yelling. Listen, I was. I Leah, didn't I fuss a lot? Oh, she laughing because she don't want to whooping. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. She's 16. But no, seriously, I had become a different person because the pressure of this so-called superwoman. Again, I don't see nowhere in the comments that y'all know that superwoman. Is she real? No, because you create who you are. You're that superwoman, but you create it from within. Do you see what I'm saying? Are you tracking with me on that? Um, so let me tell you this. You have to learn how to say no. Like I told you, no is a complete sentence. Yes, Christy, no. Don't feel bad. And I'm going to tell you, it took me a minute. I hated to say no because I was like, oh my gosh. But what I found out about my no, well, no, let me switch it. What I found out about my yes, why I always said yes, because I needed affirmation. I needed to hear, oh, you're so wonderful. Oh, you're so amazing. Oh my God, look at everything you do. Oh my gosh, you're a superwoman based on their standards. I was insecure in that area. And so I needed the affirmation. So I would say yes because I needed that pat on the head. I need that pat on the back. Once I start learning who I was, truly who I was, and how God wanted me to be the best version, who He created, who He intended me to be from the very beginning, no was not a problem. Because at that point, I didn't care what you thought. You could think I was a superwoman, or you could not. It made me none. Listen, didn't care, because I was doing what was best for who? Say it again. Me. Absolutely. But we got to get to that point, women. We have to, sis. I'm telling you, it is so important for our health. Listen, I've been in training. I used to work for American Red Cross. And so one of the things that I had to study is women's health. And, one of the leading causes of death in women is heart disease. And yes, it's connected to, bad health, eating wrong and stress. What? I didn't hear you? Absolutely. Absolutely. Stress is no joke. And when I tell you, um, the people that I've seen that have gone through, so let me be transparent again. And I don't mind. I tell my business. I probably tell too much, but I don't care. My fourth child, Naomi, I was pregnant with her and my placenta ruptured. I had her very early and she was in ICU and all that. My doctor, her and I were pretty close, she came and sat on my bed the next day because they almost lost both of us. My placenta rupture, everything moved so quickly, blood soaked my bed. They like literally they pulled the sheet back, saw the blood, and next thing I know, I was waking up and I had a baby. And she sat down next to me. I was laying down and she said, you and the baby's heart rate went down, um, dramatically and fast. And she says, usually we can kind of pinpoint some things why your placenta ruptured and stuff. And she says, I know you. She says, all I keep coming back to is stress. You got to let it go. And so, sis, for those that are listening to me, watching me, let that stress go. We need you. I'm telling you, that stress will kill you. You think it won't because guess what? You think you got it under control because you've had to have it under control. It's not cute. It's not noble. Oh, I can handle this and that. That's not cute. What's cute is self-care. What's cute is you're an advocate for yourself. Listen, let me tell you, my kids know I could be walking up the stairs. They just know my walk. I get my shoulders going. What? They like, Mama, self-care, you know it. They know not to mess with me until I come out of that room. Because we are amazing people. Women, we are the bomb. Think about it. Eve, she showed out. We some cold-blooded people. She showed out. She changed the whole course of history because of her showing out. So we are some powerful people. However, in the midst of that, we can be so vulnerable. We can be so consumed with everyone that we don't take the time for ourselves. And so I just really felt impressed on my heart because we had a whole nother show today, but I don't know. I just felt like this was needed. This was what I needed to bring to you guys. And thank you, Keisha. And so listen, take care of you, even during this whole COVID thing, because emotionally, mentally, and I'm a mental health person, so it's doing something. I'm not saying you're going crazy, but you do have to understand that you're being affected. So you have to take time for you. So let me just give you this, because my boss is telling me it's time. Okay. Yes, I still get punked. I do. I haven't got victory over that quite yet, but it's coming. Okay. So this is how you take. Okay, so let me read this. Yolanda says your mental well-being is so important for you to be the best you for yourself, your family, and all those connected to you. Then you can walk more effectively in your purpose. Let's drop the mic on that one. Okay. Tara said, will there be a part two? If y'all want a part two, put in the comments too. If y'all want a part two, because I'm here for it. I am here. What? I already got someone that I can think of right now who can be a part of that part two. What? If you want part two, go ahead, put it down there. Let me know, because I'll do it. I promise you, I'll make it happen. So let me help you take the pressures off of this whole superwoman thing. Yes. What? Am I seeing some twos? What? Yes. Let's do it, ladies. But here's the thing. This is the community. This is our support system. No more of trying to outdo each other. Let me tell you, we should not. Why are we competing with each other? My pastor said 1,000 years ago, yes, I'm 1,000 years old. He said, when you're in the will of God, you have no competition. What? Let's drop the mic the third time. So hey, Dad, yes. So why are we in competition? This is what we need. Because we understand each other. We have a language that no one understands, meaning them people called men. They don't understand us. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why the Bible said, dwell with them with understanding, because they don't naturally. They have to work at it. And I love them, because I love Latrese Kabuya. He's yummy. But listen, they need work. So we need each other. We need each other. And for those of you who are listening, that smack was me smacking because he's yummy. I forget my listening audience. So those lips, my lips were smacking because he's yummy. But okay, so let me help you real quick. This is how you take the pressure off, and we will have a part two. Stop comparing yourself to others. For real, sis, you are fearfully and wonderfully made. That's in Psalms 139, I believe. Don't quote me. Let me see. Yes, 14, 139, 14. Hey, Dorcas, you're uniquely made. It is not going to, what I do, we could be doing the same things and we're going to do it differently, because we have two different gifts, a talent, anointing, whatever you want to chalk it up to. You understand? So please know that if I'm a motivational speaker and I have Sally here who's a motivational speaker, and we can even be speaking on the same topic, it's still going to come differently. Why? Tell me why. Because we are uniquely made. That means he only made one of you. So why are you trying to be a copy when you're the real version of who? You. And what you're trying to do is get back to that best version of you that God has called you to be. So we're not going to compare ourselves anymore. We can admire each other. Do you understand what I'm saying? We can be like, oh, wow, yes, go girl, and support each other. Because here's the beautiful thing. If I'm supporting you, that means that I am confident enough to know that whatever God is doing in your life, that same God, whatever desires and needs I have, he'll do it for me. Why am I trying to get your blessing? I need Latrese's blessing. You know that song, that blessing with my name on it? I wish I could sing. I would be singing right now. So that's number 1. 2, discover, connect, and express who you are. Listen, this is something that is not a race. This is always gonna be an evolving thing. I'm discovering who I am every day. And then I'm evolving into that. And then I'm expressing. I live out loud. Wait a minute. Olivier says, I've been trying to understand the moment I think I got you. You change on the brother. Yes. What? Yes. Yeah. Listen, you don't know. Keep guessing, sir. Um, but you have to. Here's the beautiful thing about life and who you are. You every day I'm figuring out more of who I am, and I'm falling in love with me more and more every day. It's amazing. I like Latrese. Like, that girl is the bomb. And I'm just the giftings that I didn't realize I had, or they were dormant for a while. I'm just evolving, right? I'm discovering, I'm expressing who I am. And this is wonderful. The world needs you to be authentic self. Anything less is robbing the world of what you have to offer. Are we dropping the mic a fourth time because of Christy? Yes. Let's do it. Come on. All right. Boundaries. We talked about it. What's a complete sentence? No. We have to have boundaries. Boundaries protect you. Boundaries are wisdom. Boundaries are very important for you to protect you, right? To keep things in moderation, in place, and in order. It's okay if you say no. No is okay. No is a safe word. I promise you. Hey, Robin. Um, 4, pause. Give yourself permission to pause. We don't do that enough. If things become overwhelmed, it's okay to say, you know what, this is a little too much. Let me go ahead and take a break. Let me pause. Let me regroup. We don't do that because we think we got to be on the go all the time. No, pause, pause and say, okay, let me break this down. What do I need to do so that it doesn't overwhelm me and overtake me? You got to get your emotions in check, right? So this is very important. Take that time, take that moment. Sometimes I just meditate. Sometimes I literally just sit there for about 10 good minutes and think of nothing. I sometimes put on some nice soft music. Sometimes it's praise and worship music. Sometimes it's absolutely nothing. And I just take that time. Give yourself permission to pause. Pause is a good thing because you're resetting yourself. You're regrouping. We need that. We need that. Number 5, define yourself according to the word of God. I gave you a scripture, Psalms 139:14. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. If you look at another version, I don't know if it's the Living Translation, I don't know. But look at all them translations. It'll say you're uniquely made. You're a peculiar person. I'm telling you, you are thebomb.com. Do they say that? What do they say? I'm talking to my producer. Oh, you popping. Listen, you are popping. You know what? In the mornings, when you get up for breakfast, or in the morning, before you even go downstairs to the kitchen or wherever you go to the kitchen, get in that bathroom and say, listen, girl, you popping today. Give yourself a little laugh too. Yes, right? You are popping, but you got to believe that. And it's going to take work. The girls will tell you, I have little sticky notes on my mirror, on their mirrors, that reminds them who they are. Because sometimes you wake up in the morning and you may not be feeling it. But if you read that note, Trees, you popping? What? I am? Okay. I'm popping. That's what you got to do. You have to build yourself up. Don't look for your husband, your friend, your mama. You build yourself up. And number 6, and the last one. Yes, Teresa, you are popping. What? Yes. Um, find purpose and passion. When you find why you're called to be on this earth, there's nothing like it. There is absolutely nothing that can fill you like your purpose, because that's why you're on this earth, because God had something designed just for you to bless this world, to bless your nation. And so when you find that, there's nothing like it. That's it. I can't tell you nothing more than that. There is nothing like finding purpose. And it doesn't mean it's going to make a perfect world, or and you're going to just have everything so great. You're going to be fought. You're going to be fought because the enemy, the devil, Lucifer, he's mad. However, greater is he that is in you than he that's of the world. You are an overcomer, and people are waiting for you to operate in your purpose and your gift so you can bless the world, so you can bless the nation. And here's the thing: when you operate in purpose, when you operate in gifting, you're not just impacting the people you see, you're going to impact generations. You're going to impact their kids, because what you've done and what you're doing, how you're serving the population, is going to change them. So, in turn, they're changed. So then their next generation is changed. Do you understand? So, when I'm talking to those young women and I'm helping them with their self esteem and getting them to a point of confidence and love and self love and self care, then when they have kids, their kids won't struggle. Why? Because that demon is gone. They're free. You see how you impact generations? So that's why it's so important to operate in gifts, and you can't allow anyone to stop your purpose. What? That's the best version of you. So let me just tell you this in closing. This is my insight. I'm not your superwoman. And we can sing that song. I'm not your super. I can't sing, but just go with me. I'm not the kind of girl that you can. Okay, we'll just leave that alone. Okay, so I'm not your superwoman. I'm my superwoman. I am a superwoman the way I defined it. And we'll just go back to that definition. Women who operate in purpose, who is forever evolving to be the best version of herself. And so I pray that you got something. I pray that it was impactful, that it'll change your thought process, that it'll make you realize, you know what? I need to make some adjustments and be my own superwoman, right? Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, listen, y'all asked for a part two. So I promise you, be looking for a part two. We'll get it together. We'll work it out, because I think we need to have more of these conversations, to help each other, to build each other, to love one another. This is why I do it. So I appreciate you guys. Please share this for me, so that others can be blessed, so others can hear and make those adjustments, those changes that are necessary. And I will definitely get out the graphics so you guys can know. I think it'll be next Thursday that we'll do part two so we can finish this up. Come with questions. If you have questions, if you want to DM me, because you can ask me anything. NT. I said NT. Yeah, I did. NT thing. And I'm answering it. So, oh, so my boss is telling me we're going to do it Tuesday. Is that what we're doing? Okay. See, listen, I'm not even playing games. I don't know. I just sit here and talk. They tell me what to do. All right. Thank you all. I love you all. Have an amazing weekend. This is Friday Eve. People have been asking me why I haven't done a TikTok in a minute. So maybe I'll throw a TikTok in tomorrow. Maybe I can't promise, but I'll try. But just continue to grow and evolve and love yourself from the inside out. Thank you for joining another episode, a powerful episode of Insights with Latrese. I love you. God bless.